How many of you have heard of a two-pizza team? Wow, none of you. This is so amazing. So it's a really big concept at Amazon, and it's been written about and stuff. And if you interview there, if you ever end up interviewing at Amazon, you'll hear all about two-pizza teams. So the idea with a two-pizza team is it's a team that's small enough to feed everyone on it dinner with just two pizzas. It's like a constraint on the size of the team. It's 10 people or fewer, depending on how hungry you are, I guess. And so the idea with these teams is they're fully self-contained teams with essentially a CEO. Which we call a two-pizza team leader, cleverly, and whatever small collection of people you needed to achieve your mission. And your mission was measured by a fitness function, a mathematical function that said, if this thing goes up and to the right, you're successful, and if it doesn't, you're not successful. And we'll start digging into what's going on. And it's a super interesting phenomenon, because once you unleash that organizational model on the company, it forces everybody to start untangling themselves from each other. And one of the things that causes companies to move very slowly and be very sclerotic is that things get all tangled up. It's like if you want to do anything, you have to ask like 72 people, and there's 72 people can say no, and nobody can say yes. And so and there's this whole concept of the institutional no. It becomes this like really overwhelming phenomenon. You can't get anything done. So we took it the other direction. We're like, look, if you can make this function go up and to the right, we're going to leave you alone, and it will fund you, and and the function did not have to be in dollars. There's a whole concept of inputs and outputs. Something like the stock price is the ultimate output. Revenue is an output. And everything's an input and an output really until you get to something like the stock price maybe. But as you go sort of down this tree, you get to inputs like number of picks per hour in the fulfillment center, the click rate on a particular feature. And so if you measure inputs, you can actually they're like leading indicators of the outputs. If you get a good enough of command of what inputs you need to move in order to drive the ultimate outputs of your company, then what you can do is focus the company on the inputs, and that's very liberating.